This is Joni, and this is the Sims 4 Gut and Build series. And today I'm just gonna go show you guys. So a lot's happened in this game so far. The last time we were all here, you remember that Susudio Alva and Zane Disco got married. So they successfully moved into the old salt house, which is over here, which is what I'm gonna show you guys. And a lot of things have happened, and I'm gonna show you guys a quick tour of what happened, and you get to see their family and who else is living there. And for the last couple of days, there's something that's been telling me to build what they kind of like a she shed. I was inspired by that State Farm commercial about the she shed, so I figured I want to give the women, so basically I do want to give the women kind of like a really personal space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to build like a little spot for them. So so basically it'll be a hangout for Corinne. It'll be a hangout for Corinne. And Joanne. Oh, that's another thing. You'll also see that as well. Corinne, Susudio, and all the other women in the game. They will have their own personal space. So I'm going to see if I can build that. And I'm trying to see if I can build a new character. Someone that's going to live here with like a totally brand new character. So what you're going to do is we're first going to try to see if we can. I'm going to first give you this tour. So keep your devices locked and let's have some fun. Let's see who's home. Alright, so everybody, so these people, so Ellis, Madison. Oh, okay, so what happened was everybody, so in the game right now, it's Winterfest, which is technically Christmas. So they all decided to go over there, but going by what I see here, some are actually at the salt house and some are there. So this is, so you remember Susudio and remember Zane. So they had a pair of twins. So here's Madison and Ellis. They're cute. They're toddlers right now. And Maggie moved in as to kind of help them out. You know, she's almost finished with high school, so she's gonna move in. And we also moved in her boyfriend Gideon, who you remember from New Quest, who is in the Hadley household. Which, you know, I haven't really played them that much. So, I decided to just use him for a while. And let's play. And we'll bring them all in. I'm not entirely sure as to why the both of them are there. So let's just take a home tour and we'll bring them back in. I don't think it's Winterfest anymore in the game. I think the game has moved on. It's probably springtime. No, it wasn't. No, it's not Winterfest. It's either Winterfest or New Year's Eve. I think it's New Year's Eve. There you go. I made a mistake, you guys. So it's New Year's Eve, and I was trying to put all of them in the penthouse where Gabe and Corinne live. But, you know, then I got a little tired, and I decided to just stop the game. So I'm not entirely sure if the game has progressed. So we'll see when we get to it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. New videos are up. New videos posted all the time. So please take a minute to watch them. And maybe you'll be inspired. Maybe, you know, you'll have some fun. Alright, also, some news right now. As I'm seeing right now, it's looking like The Sims 4 is for sale on PC for as little as $5. So if you have not had The Sims 4, if you never purchased it, now is a great time to do it. Even though last week it was going for free, so stuff is happening, and all the other game packs are between 40 and 50% on the PC Mac versions. Console versions, not so much. There are a few bundles that are available, and some are for sale. So, in case you're wondering, you may want to check those out. Yeah, that's what I got right. All right. So, oh, it's still New Year's Eve. All right. So, all right. As you can see, the house is kind of like in a little bit of disarray. I tried really, really hard to do like a disable of the household needs decay, which I'm not entirely sure what that is anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna
Usmavadish.
all right. So this is the old salt house, which is a property in San Myshuno. People typically don't live in it. Not a lot of people know about it, but yes, it is there. It's actually like a really cute. It's a loft sort of house that was rebuilt, so I did that. Here we go. First things first. So when you first, so here is the outside of the house. Now, as it's looking right now, it's cold, it's sunny, and most of the snow is melted, and it's also the last day of winter. Of course, it's New Year's Eve. And so here's the backyard. Somebody needs to water the plantain tree, even though there's a gardener. Oh, alright, it doesn't need watering. So this is what the house looks like. So back here is the greenhouse, which basically is a converted greenhouse that I have that's been floating around on my library. So I just decided to implant it here. I tried to do that room, but meh. What does it say? No need sitcom star. Huh. Alright, so she's got it. Yeah, she'll be a style influencer soon enough. Okay, so this is the greenhouse, and as you can see, it's got like a nice little setup in here. It's just like the one over at the penthouse. It's the exact replica. Now, something you'll probably notice is I did take advantage of a new pack. I got the Perfect Patio set, and I'm just testing it out. So far, I like it a lot. It's really, really cute. And you'll see what I did with the backyard at the penthouse when we go there. So right now, so this is the hot tub area. So far, everybody's woohooing and stuff, so it's pretty cool. You got the koi pond right here. You got this little koi pond with the fish going, with the little snails and all that stuff. Okay, you got the gardener. You got the little beehive hanging out, which I don't understand. What does that mean? Are the bees dying? So we just have to have her do it. So we got these, the decorated tree, these plants. So that's the outside. Now, when you get inside, as you can see, so basically it was just Winterfest, aka Christmas. So you got all these, look at all these presents. So we had to like adjust some things around in the living room to make sure it fits. The house is a little bit in a disarray because you have 2 teenagers, 2 toddlers, and 2 adults living in the house. So things are a little bit all over the place. So we'll see what happens about that. But on the plus side, Corinne, my self-sim, is a grandmother. She has a pair of twins, grand twins, which you will see in a second. So when you first come in, this is the entryway. And you round this corner towards the kitchen. So you go around here. So this is the kitchen. I picked like a nice little blue, little grape motif. I was inspired by the mirror, and I just decided to make the whole thing purple and pink. So it's fun. And like I said, everything in this house is freaking disarray. So why is he asleep? He fell asleep in the hot tub. Oh, of course. To repair stuff. I'm just gonna make him repair stuff. So that's the first floor. Lots of purples, lots of turquoise, lots of pink. So that was my motif. So you have the turquoise here in the dining room, you have the purple here in the kitchen, and you have the pink here in the dining room. All the colors tend to run into each other. There's a dominant color in each room. There's a dominant color in each room, and it's highlighted by the other two colors. Now, in here you have the downstairs bathroom. There are 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms in this house. So here you have the interior bathroom, which, let's see if we can get in here. Go through this wall. So this is, it's a little tight, so that's why I'm having a little bit of trouble right now. So this is what the bathroom looks like. You see their little kitty. That's Cleo, their cat. A little cat right there. You see Cleo sleeping outside. And this is her litter box. She has 3 litter boxes. There's one in the yard, there's one in the down, and one in each bathroom. So that's the bathroom. Pink tiles. You know, very cute. I enjoy this. So this is their office, aka studio. So this is where they make videos. Now, right now, you're probably wondering what's going on with the maps and stuff. So Zane has followed in his father's footsteps. You know, his dad is a crime boss, and he is now on his way to becoming a villain as a double agent in the secret agent career. So, you know, he's got that going. So you have that. So you have this stuff. I don't know what this is. So anyway, now, this is a mural that Sussudio is still working on. They have their 2 video stations, of course. So that's their home studio / office. Maggie uses this room too when she's doing her videos. So you have the dollhouse because there are children here now. And this is kind of cool. This is the fish tank. I actually took 2 fish tanks and I actually put them. I did the move objects and I put them in the tree. I actually put them in the wall so they're half and they stick out just a little bit. And the way it works out is actually pretty good because, as you can see, the fish just go right through. So the fish just go right through. So, alright, so Maggie's home. Maggie just came home. Oh, there she goes. So this is their daughter. This is little Madison, of course. She's having fun. So cute. Looks just like her dad. So you got that. You have this big clock. So up here is the second floor. And this is kind of, it's kind of simple. It's really, really simple. So here's the studio. She's hanging out, and she has this, like, and this is the evil master chair that's for Zane. It's just in the middle of the room. It's their closet on this side. Everything is pretty pared down and pretty chill. It's chill and pared down. So that's what makes it kind of cool. So it's kind of nice. And you have this happening. So you have the bedroom, which is shades of pink. It's lit in purple. It's lit in purple, shades of pink. And I actually had so much fun making this bedroom. Got a little fireplace. I love this bedroom. It's great. Got this little seating look right now. Got a little toddler toys on the floor. So let's go through the wall. Let's go through the wall. And this is the bathroom. Now, I love this bathroom. Now, this is a great bathroom. So sorry. So this is the bathroom. It's done in a peach. It's done in like a peach color. Peach and, it's like a peach and black. So I figured I'd keep it really, really simple. And it looks really, really good. You know. So it looks very calming. And everything. It's good. And in here you have the toddler's room. Now a few days ago it was a nursery, but now it's a toddler's room. So you got Now this is little Ellis, their son. He's sleeping like a little baby. You have their reading area. You have their little dresser, little projects, toys, bookcase. It's quite a cute room. Now the thing is that since they're fraternal twins, they cannot, they're gonna grow up, and what we're gonna do in this game is we're gonna move the Disco family. We're gonna move the Disco Alva family back to Newcrest at 505 Terendi. The house is already set up. The house is set up for them, and it's just a matter of waiting for them to age up. But they'll just live here for a little while. Now, this is an addition just for me. So out here, there's like this empty space when you're first playing the game, but I decided to make it into like a little, not a rustic retreat, but kind of make it into kind of like a deck, and it's a meditation and yoga space. So it's got a fireplace because it's cold right now. So by the warmth of the fire, they can meditate and they can do yoga. And there's like a glass cover, it's a glass roof, so that they don't have to worry about the elements so much. And this is also another addition I added to that, which is an extra bedroom for Maggie. So Maggie and her boyfriend, Gideon, they are living here. Right now they're shacking up a little bit. There's no reason as to why I did that, I just set it up that way. But Maggie has her own little space, so she has her own closet, a little TV, and little sit space right here. She could sit and chill out, makeup station. And the only thing is that she has to just go downstairs to the main bathroom to use it. So that's the old Salt House. So that's the old Salt House in a nutshell. And I had a really great time designing it. And it came out really, really good. So now, that's that. So it's the last day of winter, as you can see. And everybody's tired. So I guess I'm not going to do the New Year's Eve thing. So I'm just going to probably just cancel it. Current household. Yes, and the holiday. Alright. Alright. So now you have to cross this bridge right here. Crossing the bridge, you will go to 505 Terendi, and you will see what I did. So we're just going to go into Manage Worlds. So the thing is, I was thinking I need to give. So Moonbeam is an adult. It's a young adult. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably either going to have a new character built, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Moonbeam out and move him into you'll see it in a second. She'll be Penny Pizzazz's neighbor, and I'm going to have them get together. I'd actually see that. I actually like to see that. Hunter is with Bella, so we might as well have Moonbeam with Penny. So we're talking about here at Chic Street Apartments, which is right across the way. They're in the same neighborhood. So Cecilia lives over the bridge over here. Moonbeam is probably going to move over here. Moonbeam will move over here. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to table the she shed for now, because right now I'm trying to find out where I'm going to put she shed. It's going to be like a she place. It's just going to be for the women, and I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to put that. I mean, I could just put it here, or who is Fleming? Or I could just put it here, and I could zhuzh up this place, and that could be like their hideaway. So we'll see what happens. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zhuzh up Penny Pizzazz's apartment a little bit. And let's see. So Moonbeam is over here. Let's see. This is TLC. TLC means there's rats and roaches, so I'm not going to do that. So lively neighbors, so this is a little bit better to work with. So we're going to zhuzh up this apartment. I'm going to make a whole bachelor pad right now. So it's got 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. So what we can probably do is we're probably going to make it so that he has a guest room or an office. I think we're going to make it both. So let's get started. So we're going to build. Yeah, so what's going to happen is that everybody's kind of moving out of the penthouse for now. Everybody's growing up and they need their own lives. Moonbeam is still living there and he's still bunking with his little brother. You know, and also Corinne and Gabe have adopted a new kid. Her name is Joanne. She's adorable. She's already very cute. So this is going to be fun. And now that I figured out how to move families without cutting ties, this is actually kind of great because I can spread them throughout. So so probably the long-term plan is as soon as Madison and Ellis grow up and become children, we move them. As soon as they age up, we move that family back to Newcrest, and they will live at 505 Centennial, which is the house that Cecilia grew up in, and that's going to be that family house. And now we're looking at Pilar. So maybe what we're going to do is we're going to have Pilar and Penny probably live together as roommates. Yeah, we can have them live together as roommates. And see if we can get a triangle. See if we can get like a little love triangle going. A crazy love triangle. Alright, let's see what we can do. First up, let's build a bachelor pad. First things first, let's build a bachelor pad. So this is 310. Let's build a bachelor pad. Let's look at how this is set up first. I would like to look at what's set up. So the apartment's kind of tight. You have like a little half of the bedroom over here. You have this bedroom here. You have this bathroom. You have a spit of a living room. Alright, so far I can work with this, and what we're going to do is we are going to zhuzh this up. Let's zhuzh this up. So by zhuzh, I mean what we're going to do is like we're just going to enhance stuff. So we're going to put in new doors. Change out this door. I don't think we can change this door, but you can change the main door. It kind of sucks, the fact that you can't really change the door. So we're going to do that. This is going to be Moonbeam's new crib. So we got to look at what's already here and see if we could make it just a little bit better. You know, because his dad is a congressman, so he's kind of used to living a certain lifestyle. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to make it too out there. You know, he's still a grassroots kind of guy. And typically you want it to be, you want this. This is kind of cool. However, I'm also the type of person to say that, you know, I can stand a little bit of an upgrade. Just a little bit. Let's go. Alright, the first room I typically like to work in. So what I'm doing here is, since it's just going to be him living alone, we can actually just keep everything to this size. So let's go. Alright. You need a place to stay, you need a place to entertain. This is right here in the living room. You need a place to eat, this is the kitchen. You need a place to poop, get the bathroom, and a place to sleep. Let's do it. Let's start. Well, let's start in the bathroom. This bathroom is consisting of right now. Bathroom looks really good. I don't have any issues with it at all. Like I said, you want it to be kind of a bachelor pad kind of want a bachelor pad sort of feel. So, as a bachelor, I'm thinking about what would go into a bachelor's bathroom. Alright, so you're gonna watch me zhuzh, so enjoy this. And I'll come back time and time again. partition we're moving out of Toronto, and he's moving into his own place here at 21 Sheep. And what's going to happen is that he is going to probably have a little bit of a love triangle with Ms. Penny Pizzazz and her roommate. So we are definitely going to be doing that. So right now I'm just creating like a really chill apartment for him, kind of a bachelor pad. So far it's turning out really, really good. I'm trying very hard not to be too feminine because this is a guy's apartment after all. But I am adding a little bit of touches here and there to kind of showcase that he has a little bit of style. So just enjoying that. So keep your devices locked and I will be right back soon. So far, let's see what we got so far. So this is the bathroom, which is the first thing I worked on. All I do is just swap out the vanity, the mirror, the shower, and the toilet. Now, he doesn't have any kids, so we don't have to worry about that part. You don't necessarily have to worry about a bathtub. He's also a so we don't have to worry about that part. So sorry about that, guys. Alright, let's see. For masonry, I think what we're gonna do for the bathroom tile is we're gonna put like a concrete wall. A nice gray concrete wall. Now, maybe a darker gray. That's too dark. Yeah. See how pretty. Use that everywhere. Okay, see this one? Let's see what stone. Oh, stone is a little worse. Tiles. Let's see what we got here to play with. Now, I don't necessarily just get game packs for just for gameplay. Sometimes they offer some really great options when it comes to like walls and floors, and I really do enjoy that part. Like they say, I'm probably like I guess in sim gamer language, I'm kind of a, what do they call it? I'm kind of an architect. I'm an interior designer cheating interior designer. So either that's what it's called, or I'm making it up. And what I like to do is I just like to change things around. I like to just be in free mode and just spend a good chunk of the day seeing, designing a space and then watching as the Sims interact with it. They'll see this and then they'll use it. When they say that they can't access it, that's when I that's when I have to come in and be like, oh, why not? And then you just have to test things out. You have to see why can't you figure it out? Like, what's wrong with you? That's what I get a kick out of, actually. Now, considering that his parents are wealthy and they're global superstars, I think it's really what Moonbeam is trying to do is he's not exactly trying to be as I'm trying to get away from my parents' lavish lifestyle. It's not so much that, it's so much more now that he has his own space, he can also just have his own little place in the world, and he can better showcase his style. And we need something that is that's for his position. I mean, he is a community organizer. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make it so that he is a community organizer rather than a politician. So he's an activist, but he's just going to go into community. He's going to be more of a community-based person. He's probably going to be more on the grassroots level than his father. His father is currently he's a representative. So to me that translates to his father being a senator. So his father helps out on that scale. He's more closer to the people. We got that going. However, you know, just because he is the son of a politician and a guru, a fashion guru slash lifestyle brand expert, doesn't necessarily mean he hasn't learned a thing or two. You know, this is probably him coming. This is his mom coming here. You know, teach him a few things. Oh, that's why. I'm like, wait, there's something missing in this kitchen. This sink. Like, wait, there's something about this kitchen that's missing. So I'm gonna put it in the sink. Now, one thing I love when I'm playing this game, whenever I'm doing a new thing, whenever I do a new, either a new house, I'm building a new house, or I'm zhuzhing up an apartment, I always go into free mode. Because what happens is everything is unlocked and you have access to everything, especially like the smaller details and the unlocks that happen at certain levels. So because it's readily available, you have more room to play with. Now, as I'm saying right now, as I'm playing this game, I'm actually noticing that it's kind of tight, and I kind of like that sort of thing because it really allows me to think about how this space will be used. I really like this sofa. So what I'm thinking is, like, this kitchen is probably going to be used for cooking and all that. So my thing is so I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit of what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to take this wall and I'm going to push it back. Okay, so I'm going to take this wall. I'm going to take a little bit out of the bedroom. And we're going to... Okay. So now that we kind of got that squared away, so we got the living room all squared out so that everything is one convenient little space. Now we got that going. Now that the kitchen is a little bit wider, now what I can do is I can add, there you go, and I can add that. I could put the sink over here so that when he's cooking, he has like that counter space. Because as you're playing Sims, you start to realize that the Sims pretty much need a space that they can work. So right now, as I'm actually thinking right now that, you know, that. And so I'm just thinking, so you gotta look at the space. You gotta look at the grid. Because the Sim typically moves in one square, like this square. It moves in squares. So the kind of rub here, for instance. So what I can do is we could probably move the washer and dryer, move the sink, okay, so I think that works out a little bit better. It certainly does add to it because then if you think in terms of engineering, the sink is next to the sink, so that's kind of cool. What we can do is probably move this up to like half. There we go. What we can do is we can just tighten that up. We can move that right there. That works. You know, it's actually I actually like it that way. It's kind of cute. Now, because this is I always add lighting last, and I let the room tell me what kind of lighting it wants. So considering it's for a guy, I want something kind of cool, but I'm also the type of person where, see, this is too dark. You don't have an uplight, so I gotta change that. I gotta pick something. The thing is that the scape is kind of interesting. So this would actually be ideal, but it's a little too big. It hangs a little too low. So there's a way we can actually play around with that. still pull the same amount of light. It's just on a smaller scale. And that kind of works. Actually, I like that. You know, keep in mind, the way I'm making it is like his mom kind of designed it. His mom came by and was like, "This is going to be your living room." And he was like, "But mom," and he's like, and his mom is like, "What?" No. So we love to move the couch. The thing is, I really like this couch, so there are ways around this. So we can make it so that, but then, you know, you're also blocking the door. I mean, we could also do like a sitcom sort of thing where the couch is here. How do you access it? Or you can push it up against the wall. Push it up against the wall. And we put the TV, and we put a TV kind of in the corner. That's also kind of cool. Alright. So sometimes when you're playing this game in particular, sometimes you kind of have to let the room speak to you, and you have to be able to say to yourself, yes, this can work. You should definitely say to yourself, this will work. You should definitely not be afraid of the space, and you should not let the space dictate to you. You dictate the space. So since I really like this TV, I'm going to put it down here. It's the same as the other TV, except it could sit on a stand. And what we can do is we can pick a TV stand. Now, since we have move objects, I think what I can do is we can actually pick a table, like this console right here. So you can take a console. There's no rhyme or reason for how things work. So let's see if it'll do it. Is it doing it? Wow, it doesn't do it. Yeah, I never understood that. Like, why does every TV sit on any surface? Because normally that's how we do it here in real life. I don't like this TV stand at all. So what we're gonna probably do is we're probably going to just write stand in this space. Stand. Alright, okay. Oh well. Okay, so I guess we'll just use this. When I first started playing Sims, I used this trunk a lot. I used this trunk so much. I got tired of it. Alright, it works though. So we're gonna, and right like that. There's no rhyme or reason for why like that would work. It just does. Make the TV small. And the thing is that Moonbeam is not really going to be the type of person that's going to sit and watch TV. Let's look at the stats on the TV. It has an 8 reliability and an 8 fun. Alright, let's see. So let's go back in here in the bedroom. Now, this game, so I'm making the bedroom a lot smaller. Now, the sucky part is the fact that, you know, if you want your Sims to woohoo, the bed has to be a certain, there has to be enough space between the bed for them to the woohoo. And I don't know if it's like 1 space to 2 spaces. So for now, I'm just gonna punch it up like this. That's gonna have to be enough. It's either that or nope, that won't work. Alright, so hopefully this is enough for them to woohoo. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. I don't like this bed. That's just a roundabout way of me saying I don't like that bed. Now I need to make a double. I wish that when you're playing this game, like, I noticed that there are two things that it doesn't do, and there are two things that I wish. One, I wish that, like, let's say in the case of these beds, so they do a lot of these single beds, and it's not all the time that you want a single bed. Sometimes you want a double bed, and you kind of want to, like, have that option. They don't really allow you to filter that. That's one. And maybe they do, I just don't know where it is. That's one. Two, also, they don't tell you, like, how big it is. Like, they don't tell you that this bed, for instance, takes up 6 squares. It takes up 6 whole squares. So, when you're playing, you're just like, wait, how big is this? You have to put it in the space to figure it out. And I remember playing The Sims for Facebook, that really popular game that came out a few years ago, and it actually would tell you. I didn't understand it. I was like, why is there showing it? And then one day I figured, it's not when I started to play this game that I started to figure it out. And I was like, I wish this game had that. So, what can you do? So, alright, in case you're wondering, so this is me putting 2 and 2